Hello everyone, it is time for more of my weird opinions as I rank all of the Doctor Who modern series from the worst to the best. My name is Sideman Alf, cue titles. So for this list, I just have all the series. I'm not going to include the specials as their own series, because I feel like it's kind of unfair to include them as an actual series. I'm not going to include like the 2013 specials, the David Tennant specials. I did seriously consider splitting Series 7 up into Series 7A and Series 7B, but ultimately decided against it. So, let's just start off with number 12, Series 6. Series 6, for me, has some good episodes in, such as The Doctor's Wife, the opening two-parter, and The Good Man Goes to War. Those are some really, really good episodes, and some of the best in the modern era, I'd say. You just have some pretty weak episodes, such as Night Terrors, the Ganger two-parter, and, of course, The Wedding of Brother Song. And now my problem with this is that while I'd say it's got some good episodes in, and some bad episodes, and some just okay episodes, the overarching story arc with the silence is what really knocks the series down for me. If it didn't have that, the series would probably be higher, but they set up this whole silence thing for this series. And then they're in the first two episodes, their agents are in sort of the mid-series, and then they're in the last episode. The problem is we never actually get satisfying answers to any of the questions raised in this series. We never really find out who the Silents are, what they want, and that's probably the whole reason this series is down so low, is that it sets up all these big questions in these really good episodes, but then when we don't get satisfying answers to these questions, it kind of makes you think that this series has just sort of died due to its lack of good story arc. Number 11, and this one surprised me as there are some episodes I like in this one, but Series 11, I have been sort of there in all my other videos saying that Series 11 is definitely not the best, it's definitely not the worst, and it's not sort of that near the bottom for me, it's sort of just about 7 or something. And that was true for a very long time, until I sat down to do this list. I think for me, there are some good episodes in this. The Woman Who Fell to Earth is one that comes to mind quickly. Demons of the Punjab I really enjoyed, and It Takes You Away I really enjoyed. Rose is good. But then you have Arachnids in the UK and the Sarangi Conundrum. Kablam doesn't seem memorable to me. The Witchfinders is just a bit rubbish. And the Battle of Ranskorav Kolos is a very disappointing finale. To me, although I really like some of the episodes in this, doesn't hold together well as a series for me. The fact that there's no story arc means that each is sort of like an individual episode, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, but it feels like each individual episode didn't have much communication between the writers, because I know this has been pointed out a lot, but you had the Doctor saying she loves a conspiracy in one episode and hates a conspiracy in the next. It feels like these are completely separate incarnations in separate TV shows and separate series of Doctor Who. That's my other problem, it doesn't really feel much like Doctor Who. And although I do like some of the episodes, as a series, it doesn't hold up at all. Number 10, Series 8. Series 8 for me is really good in my opinion. I think we're starting to get the ones that I go, yeah, those are really good. For me, it's just always seemed like the series that never happened. For me, it's always been like, I see Series 8 and go, oh, so that episode was in that series. Oh, that series had this in it. I can never really remember much about it. It's probably the least memorable one. There's some episodes I really like, though. The ones that come to mind. Deep Breath I quite like. Mummy and the Orient Express, A Flatline, and I think the final 2 episodes are really strong as well. Obviously, the story arc's a very simple one. It's sort of who is Missy. And I think Capaldi's performance in it changes so drastically from Series 8 to Series 10 and Series 9. Here he's a sort of darker Doctor, in Series 9 he's a sort of lighter, happier Doctor. I know that's sort of his story arc in this series, but it kind of makes me forget that this series actually happened. Along with that, you've got some bad episodes, such as In the Forest of the Night, Robot Assured I remember really liking, but on a rewatch I didn't enjoy at all. However, a really underrated episode is Time Heist. I love Time Heist. For me, Clara just becomes slightly annoying in this series as well. She becomes less annoying in the next series, but in this series she's sort of insufferable. And I like Capaldi's performance though, and I like the turn of the Darker Doctor and his story arc learning to accept people. I think that works well in this series. It's just not that memorable for me. Number 9, quite fittingly, Series 9. Yes, another Capaldi series, and it's quite low down. The third Capaldi series, I'll have you know, if you're a Capaldi fan though, is really high up. So, anyway, Series 9. This should be my favourite series. I love two-parters. Two-parters are the best type of story, and if there are none, then I don't enjoy that, because I love me some two-parters. I also love me some Heaven Sent. It is my favourite episode of all time, and probably will never be topped. There is only 2 episodes that could possibly top it, but then they're all attached to two-parters. So, yeah, this series does have my favourite episode of all time, but then it also has some sort of just meh episodes, such as The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived, Hell Bent, and Sleep No More, which I really don't like at all. I also do quite like the opening Dalek two-parter, the 2 ghost ones. I think the Zygon Inversion and the Zygon Invasion are good. They're nothing special, but they are good. Face the Raven, I think, was really well, and is a really good send-off to Clara until Hellbent ruins it all. But yeah, for me, this should really hold up as one of my favourites, seeing as I love two-parters. Why doesn't it, then? Well, part of the reason is down to, like, Ashildr and, of course, the hybrid, but I'll get into the hybrid in a minute. Ashildr was set up to be some big character and then wasn't anyone. And that's part of the thing with this series. The hybrid was set up to be a big thing, then wasn't anything. And that's really what lets this series down. Number 8, Series 2. I'd originally planned to do this video a while ago, but then never really uploaded it. I think I had it edited and everything, but never really uploaded it. And then by the time I thought maybe I should upload it, my opinions had drastically changed, and this was one of them. When I originally did this, I had this, I think, second from bottom. Now, rewatching it, it's really, really good. I think my opinions might change in the near future, because in this period I'm rewatching all of the New Who episodes. But yeah, I'm currently on Series 2, and I've forgotten how much stuff there is I like in it. I think I really love Girl in the Fireplace. That is phenomenal. I think Tooth and Claw is surprisingly underrated, if I dare say so myself. I really enjoy The Impossible Planet and The Satan Pit. They are extremely good. I think Rise of the Cyber and the Age is still really good as well. They're not excellent, but they're just good. I think what really lets the series down is stuff like Love and Monsters, Fear Her, and The Idiot's Lantern. That's why it's not any higher. Number 7, quite fittingly, Series 7. I always see this one hated on. I've never really understood why. I really liked most of the episodes in Series 7. A Town Called Mercy is one people always go, yeah, that's really good. I think Town Called Mercy might be the weakest Series 7A. I really enjoy Silent with the Daleks. I really enjoy the Power of Three. I really enjoy the Bells of St. John's. The nostalgia from the Bells of St. John's. And I really enjoy Name of the Doctor as well. The reason this isn't any higher, I really do enjoy most of the episodes in here. Number 6. Series 3. Great series. Would definitely be a lot higher if it wasn't for Daleks in Manhattan and Evolution of the Daleks and the Lazarus Experiment. And that's really all I have to say about it. Everything in this is just great. I love it so much. Number 5. Please don't kill me for this. Series 12. I am fully aware that this is very controversial. Mainly what happens if you love or hate Series 12 is what you think of the Timeless Child. I don't mind the Timeless Child at all. I think it works, and this series has been really unfairly judged. It's just let down by some poor episodes, that's all. But some really good ones in there as well, such as Timeless Children, Fugitive June, Haunting of Villa Diodati. Number 4, the very first series, Series 1 with Christopher Eccleston. Just a phenomenal series, honestly. These top 3 just phenomenal. Not a bad episode there at all, apart from maybe the long game, but even that's pretty good. The Empty Child and the Doctor's Notes, phenomenal. Daleks, amazing, and the finale just works. I think the main issue here is the story arc I never really got bad off. And that's the one thing that lets the series down for me. Number 3, controversial choice for this spot, but Series 4, phenomenal. In every way, literally phenomenal in every way. I absolutely adore this series. I love David Tennant, I love Catherine Tate, I love all the companions coming back. I love the Stolen Earth is phenomenal. I love the Science and Library Forest of the Dead 2-parter. The only thing that stops this one from being higher is I just prefer the other 2 above it, in all honesty. This is just my opinion now, and I just love these series. Number 2. Series 5. Literally the perfect series. And this is going to be really short. These 2 top ones, I don't know what to say apart from I love them. The only reason this isn't number 1 is Victory of the Daleks. Literally, that is the only reason. So, say well done to Victory of the Daleks for that. Number 1, my favourite series. The perfect series in my opinion. Series 10. Peter Capaldi's acting in this. Bill, Nardole, all the character development. Missy, the story arc. World Enough in Time, the Doctor Falls, Extremis, all culminate in this phenomenal series. There is not much to say about this other than it's wonderful. And that is my list. Sorry these last few are a bit short, but I don't really know what to say apart from these are amazing series. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below. I've been Sideman now. Please like and subscribe, but from me for now, it's goodbye.